What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak. Last time we were continuing on Ferry's first day of activities here as a Spriggan, and we are searching for Giacomo's Black Book, which has some information on an individual that he doesn't want anyone finding out. So we have to head to Giacomo's other hideout, which I don't remember where it is. Let me look at the, where is it? Not that one. Was it the other one where we found the Grendel stuff? Guess it wouldn't hurt to look. I think that's a yes. Here we are. This is one of Giacomo's old bases. Sure enough, it looks as though the police have already seized everything he left behind here. You never know. It's still possible they overlooked something. My thoughts exactly. Let's give this place a good comb over. See if we can find clues to wherever his blackmail notebook is. Is it just me, or does this brick look a little different? Yeah, it looks like it was made with a different kind of clay. Let's try poking around just in case. Van gave the brick and all the surroundings a light knock. The one that looks different sounds different too. It was a lot lighter. I read stories where bricks is used as switches. I wonder if that could be the case here. Only one way to find out. I don't think we can outright remove it, but we can at least shift it around a bit. After moving the brick, they discovered that letters were written upon its surface. Oh look, something's written on it. It says TE203. Let's put that back how it was before we think on it. I think I got it. The other code was no. When we put them together, it says note, like notebook. You're right. Doesn't necessarily mean this leads to the book we're looking for, but they are connected. That's a good start. And I can't help but think the 203 looks like a room number. Perhaps it could be referring to the Horizonheim room 203? Nice job. I was thinking the same thing. Let's head back to Riverside and see if we're right. Well, there you go. Well, let's head over there. I believe it's this building over here, like they said. I mean, I'm sure it has a thing on the front, right? Or maybe not. Horizonheim, there you go. So this is Horizonheim. After all our clues, I think room 203 is the most suspicious. Should we go inside it? I was thinking about that, but I don't buy that the hiding spots, the building itself, is too easy. Giacomo is the careful type. Wouldn't have wanted people seeing him coming in and out of the building. Then it must be outside, but what's the 203 about? Figure it's gotta be this, right? Oh, the mailbox. Interesting. The drop slot for 203 is covered by a transparent tape. Yeah, probably because the room's not rented. However, the code suggests inside our little post box. Van tore the tape off of the 203 mailbox and took out the contents. I knew it. Here it is. So this is a notebook we've been searching for. A worn leather notebook. It certainly looks like it. Yeah, this thing's filled with personal info, photos, and newspaper clippings about all kinds of folk. No question, this is the blackmail material Jess talked about. Where's Jess's page? Ah, here it is. Beneath the blue sky, as you and I sit listening to my strings, it occurred to me that everyday moments with you mean everything to me. From ever letting you know the truth of my feelings, I shall abstain. More than just friendship, locked away in my heart they remain. Though they may overpower me, I shall forever be a part of the flowery man that owns my heart. Is that a poem? No, these are lyrics. Oh, there's a comment taken from discarded notebook. These lyrics, though, they're nice and all, but what about this makes them blackmail material? There's a photo here, too. The photo shows Jess entering a business with the man's arm around his shoulder. His expression is guilty and full of shame. So, he didn't want people knowing that he was into guys, is what it comes down to. At a glance, it looks like he's got suckered in by some shop sparker. No, really, all this looks normal. What's about this is blackmail. I'm not sure I'm right, but I might have an idea. Did you notice too, Van? The song is talking about man. Do you think that means... Yeah, we're thinking about the same thing. Aw, come on, don't whisper to each other. I want to know what you're talking about. We gotta run this by the client first. We don't have any proof anyway. Let's meet up with him and have him look at the contents of this notebook. So maybe he thought if you know, people knew he was gay, that, you know, maybe they wouldn't like his material anymore or something like that. I mean, obviously there are a lot of closed-minded people out there like that that would act that way, but let's go find out from the client himself. Order Mao. Took some doing, but we managed to track down Giacomo's little black book. We found the information concerning you on this page here. Could you take a look at it and confirm this is what you want gone? Yes, this is it. This is the information about me that I absolutely don't want getting out at any cost. Is it alright if I tear the page in photo and throw them away? Totally. Do whatever you want with them. They're yours now. Jess proceeded to tear the notebook page and photograph into fine pieces. Phew, I think I'll rest a little easier knowing this stuff isn't out there anymore. Although, no offense, if I'm being completely honest, I wish you guys hadn't ended up finding out about my circumstances. As for who those lyrics were about, well, I think I have an idea who it might be. I'll say this, there are plenty of people like you who live out in the open these days. You shouldn't feel like you have to keep that bottled up. Spoken right. Yeah, I know that. It's not like I would really mind if people in society knew who I was. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm more trying not to ruin what I have with my childhood friends, if that makes sense. So if you guys could still keep all that to yourselves, I'd really, really appreciate it. Of course, it'd be bad for business if people thought they couldn't trust us with their personal details like that. Absolutely, we promise we'll maintain the strictest of confidentiality about your case. I don't really understand what you guys are talking about, but don't worry, we'll never tell anybody about you no matter what. Thank you. I'm sorry if it sounded like I don't trust you guys, I just needed that extra reassurance is all. Anyway, you guys can have the notebook back now. I'm not the only one in it, I really shouldn't be the one to hold on to it. I'll let you guys figure out how to dispose of it if that's okay. No problem, we're more than happy to handle that. I think that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for doing this. You don't know how relieved I am to have that all behind me. I'll deposit the money into your account soon. See you all later. Alright, now to take care of that notebook once and for all. What a scary thing that notebook is. Are you planning to use it for yourself, Van? No way. Considering how Giacomo must have sourced that info, keeping it would be asking for nothing but trouble. I'm turning it over to the cops. It'll be a good way to get them to owe us a favor, digging up something as valuable as this. It's always give and take with you, Van, isn't it? From there, the party did exactly as Van suggested, submitting the notebook to the police station as key evidence in the murder case. They asked that it be delivered straight to Inspector DeSwanee, who would know exactly what to do with it. That works for me. I don't know about chaos for that one. Alright, now we have to go to... So obviously, if you wanted to, you could just skip right to the end and deal with the monster to end the day. But obviously, I would like to do this request as well. Also, the more requests you do, the more, you know, law, chaos, gray you're able to fill out. You're Jonas, right? I'm the Spriggan you requested. Oh, that's right. It's a pleasure to meet you. I have a lot to talk about, so please take a seat. Before we start, I want to clear something up. This is the kind of job you can ask a bracer for help with. Why'd you pick us then? Haha, that's a fair question indeed. It's a long and complicated story, actually. Let me begin. Or let me explain. Please do. So then, it started when my parents divorced when I was young. I went with my father and my younger sister was taken by my mother. That's when 10 years ago, recently, my father passed away due to illness. While I was going through his belongings, I found, shockingly, a will addressed to my sister and my mother. I guess even when you try to cut ties with them, you can't just erase family. And well, I'd like to make sure this will reaches them. Oh, I understand. Yeah, finding them would be important. But again, why us? Why not go to a bracer about this? Here's the issue. Amongst the papers, I found what I believe is a court order from the same service as the divorce. It indicated that neither parent could interact or interfere with the other. I think that handing this will to my mother would technically violate that, if anything. I can't imagine she'd be happy about it. I figured it might be a better idea to give it to my sister then, which is why I've been looking for her. And since it's not urgent, I figured the guild would probably put me on the back burner and I'd end up waiting for who knows how long. Gotcha. Yeah, I can see not wanting to end up in a long-term resident of their mission board. Sure, we can handle this job. But anyway, got any clues where to start? Not exactly, but I did find this letter with the will. It was a letter from my grandmother to my mother's side 2 years ago, addressed to my father. In it, she wrote that everyone on the side of the family was doing well, and attached was a picture of my sister. There was no address on the envelope, but the photo might be a good place to start. Can we see this photograph? Of course, here it is. Yeah, as if this really helps, a generic NPC. Oh, she's so pretty. Haha, right? It's hard to believe we're related. Her name's Jessica. She's younger than I am, but she's my sister. The photo looks like it was taken in the Tyrell district. I've gone and walked around there, hoping I might bump into her, but no luck. That feels like the perfect place to start our search then. Good as any. Alright, we should definitely take our time on this one. Should I take the job right now? So we'll get Law and Gray to go up. Alright, I'll get started ASAP. Mind if I borrow the photo? Will be easier to ask around if I got it in hand. Of course, thank you. Alright, that's it. Let's head to the Tyrell district. Oh, one last thing if you would. Yeah? Well, if you do find my sister, please don't approach her. I mean, this might be the first time she hears about family she might not even know she had. I'd rather she didn't hear it from a Spriggan, no offense. I'd just like to talk to her myself. That's kind of sketchy. I understand your reunion's a delicate matter and should be treated as such. Okay, so we just need a locator then. Thank you so much. Please find my sister for me. He doesn't want us talking to her for some reason. Are you ready to get to work? Uh-huh. We should start by finding someone who knows Jessica. And I know the perfect person to ask. There's a producer who often hangs around the Tyrell district to try and recruit new people to be mannequins. Let's talk to him before we ask anyone else. Oh, the guy we talked to earlier. Might save us a lot of wandering around. Mannequin? I've never heard of that. What did they do? He means models, people who wear clothes to advertise new outfits. And Van's right that Jessica is pretty enough to be noticed by a producer. So as soon as we're ready, we should make for the Tyrell district. And he's gone. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing, like, why does it matter? Just because we can still set up the meeting appointment. Hello, officers. You're the guy who runs Archive Solutions, huh? What do you think you're doing, dragging such a young kid around? Are you up to more business? Try to keep yourselves out of anything too shady, alright? It only makes more trouble for us, police, in the long run. I remember you. We met when we dealt with the scammer. Appreciate you folks taking care of things after we were done. Yeah, well, whatever. You're welcome, I guess. It didn't feel like we were helping so much as getting dumped with the cleanup. Just don't do anything to disturb the peace, got it? We've got enough headaches to deal with without you taking matters into your own hands. Thanks, Karen. Haha, Karen's held a bit of a grudge since all that happened. She went on about how you outdid the police and we on the force ended up in trouble for long. It never ends. Nancy, you can't just tell them I said all that to you in confidence. Hey, don't worry, ladies. We'll be careful not to get either of you fired. We're not looking to put anyone out of business here. Yeah, this guy. Hot damn, the local Spriggan's got business with someone like me? Never imagined I'd cross paths with you guys. What can I do for you? Oh yeah, I recognize this woman. Nice, what can you tell us about her? I work as a talent scout. She's someone I had my eye on for some time. She used to be a... Excuse me, I need to drink some more water. The only unfortunate thing about these games is all the talking you have to do with all this unvoiced dialogue. She used to be a fellow regular at my favorite cafe and we'd run into each other there often. I tried recruiting her twice, but she turned me down both times. She said she wasn't as interested. I see. Does that mean if we go to the cafe, we should find her? Probably not. She stopped coming about a month ago. I wouldn't pin your hopes on finding her there, unfortunately. Although, in her defense, it's entirely possible she stopped going because of me. Maybe she just wanted to get me out of her hair. Dang, I thought we had a good lead. What are we gonna do? You might still want to talk to one of the servers there. They seem pretty good friends. Who knows, maybe she'll fill you in on whatever happened to her. If you're interested, it's the Macmillan Cafe just over there. I think we'll take you up on that. Thank you for sharing. Have a good rest of your day. At least we came away with something. On to that cafe. It's like 5 feet away, right over here. You're asking if I know anything about the woman in the photo? Wait a minute, that's Jessica. You know her? Awesome, that saves us some trouble having to explain things. We've been looking for her. Her older brothers, who is strange, hired us to find her. She has an older brother? I had no idea she had such complicated family life. How close would you say the two of you are? Pretty close, I'd say. Before I came here, I actually used to work at the Orbital Cafe over by the train station. That's where we first met. We were co-workers and became friends through that. Makes sense? Think we'd maybe find her there if we paid a visit? I doubt it. She quit working there about a month ago. She said she was staying within the city, but it sounded like she decided to move somewhere pretty far. I don't know why, but she must have had some reason for doing it. The way she described it, it seemed like her hands were pretty tied. She was actually a regular here at this cafe. I used to see her all the time. But once it was time to move, she said she wouldn't be able to come back here any longer. I haven't seen her since. And that was that, huh? But talk like that definitely sounds to me like she had something going on. Yeah, like she wouldn't have moved if she didn't have to leave. That's what I felt. The whole thing really bothered me, but she just smiled and brushed it off, so I chose to let it slide. Looking back on it, I think she tried to do that so I wouldn't worry about her after she left. This is getting pretty complicated. Do you know where she moved to? No, I don't. Sorry. I wish I did. All I know is that she's still somewhere in Edith. Actually, you know something? I bet Ilhan over at my old Orbital Cafe might be able to tell you what's going on with her. He's the person who owns it. I think she went to him for advice a lot before she quit. You said his name was Ilhan? He's at the Orbital Cafe? Got it. Thanks for the tip. I guess we should go to Station Street next then. Ready to go? I love how Agnes wasn't actually in the story yet. Oh, the Orbital Cafe. So that's gonna be over in Station Street. The guy, oh yeah, it would be the Orbital Cafe, so it'd be up here. Hey, mind if we ask some questions? It's about the woman in this photo. We received a request from a young man asking us to look for his estranged sister, Jessica. We talked to Lucy about it and she directed us here. Do you happen to know where she might be living at the moment, or how we can get in contact with her? Her brother? Did he give you this photo? If you know anything at all, please tell us. It'd be a big help. I'd love to help you, but unfortunately, I don't know where she moved to. I'm really sorry. I wish I could have been of help. Aw, seriously? I don't think he's being completely honest with us. He might know something else about Jessica that he's not telling us. Let's start from the bottom. I'm a Spriggan. Not with the police or the guild. I don't do things their way either. We're pretty flexible, really. So if you're worried about her, why don't you tell us what's going on? It'll probably be easier in the long run. So, you know then. Ain't got hard proof, but I have an idea. What's going on? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm not completely sure, but I think I know what Van's getting at. And if he's right, then we can't just keep ignoring this. I know you have your reasons for what you're doing, but if you don't tell us what's going on, then we can't help Jessica. Would you be willing to trust us? That's a good point. Fine, I trust you. But I don't really have a right to talk about it. I think it's better you hear it from the horse's mouth. What do you mean? I'll get in touch with Jessica and see if I can get you guys to meet up. You know what you're doing, so I leave the rest to you. Cool, no prob. Ilhan got in contact with Jessica through his orbital terminal, arranging for her to meet the team at the cafe. Lucky you, sounds like she's in the area. How about you take a seat and wait for her over there? I'll bring out some drinks. Thanks. Much appreciated. Didn't Jonah say we shouldn't talk to her? Is it really alright for us to meet with her without reporting back to him? Plans don't always pan out in this line of work. And I ain't following his plan if the job turns out to go against my principles. Is this really what Spriggans are like? Meaning he wasn't being entirely candid with us either. Which, I mean, he was kind of sketchy at first because he didn't want us to meet with her, which likely meant he didn't want us to find something out by talking to her. Wait for Jessica to arrive here? Yeah. The three of them sat down to wait. A woman arrived before long. It's nice to meet you. My name is Jessica. I take it you're from Arkwright Solutions? I heard about it from Ilhan. That's right. Thanks for coming. Our client gave us a photo of you, and we used that to find you. I want to go over a few things with you, but let's start with your family. We've met with a man who claims to be your brother. He told us quite a fair bit about you. Does any of it ring a bell? Okay. I've never heard of anything like that at all. I guess my parents could have hidden it from me this whole time. Should it be true, I would understand if they did, considering how delicate a matter it is. Okay, next question. You ever got a problem with someone taking photos of you without your consent? How'd you know? Ahem, yes I have. They've even sent me photographs. They've even sent the photographs they've taken of me directly to my house. Is that why you chose to move away without telling anyone about where? Pretty much. I actually started feeling like I was being followed about a month ago. The feeling just kept getting worse and worse over time. I was proven right once I started receiving photos and letters to my home address. That's why I asked my boss to help make my move discreet. I didn't feel safe going to the police or guild either, for I fear I'd just anger him and make it all worse. Wait a second. Then the man who claimed to be your brother and gave us this job to begin with is probably the stalker she's been trying to shake this whole time. Dude was probably bullshitting us right from the start so we do the stalking job for him. What? You mentioned you have a photograph of me with you, didn't you? Could I see it? Yeah, it's not a problem. No! How? He's still trying to find me? I thought it'd be over after I moved. It's alright, Jessica. Please try and stay calm. Sorry for upsetting you like that. Still, I guess this confirms our suspicions. Our client here ain't Jessica's brother. He's the stalker who's making her life miserable lately. I can't believe it. I didn't even realize he was lying. We're on your side, Jessica. Please don't worry about that. I got an idea here. Why don't you hire me so we can turn the tables on this asshole? What do you mean? I must say, you do excellent work, Spriggan. Yeah, butter us up. You're really quick. I was expecting results, but not this quickly. Now let's cut to the chase. Where's my sister? Yeah, about that. Just want to ask something before we give you a report. I'll cut to the chase. You've been stalking Jessica, right? Oh my, really? This is all just a misunderstanding. I know I look suspicious snooping around asking about a woman's place in residence like this. But I can assure you, I found this photograph amongst my father's possessions. You think I just found a picture of some random woman there? I wouldn't quite call myself a stalker for wanting to find the woman in the photograph. No, you're not related to Jessica. We spoke with Jessica directly, on top of verifying her family's records with City Hall. We also found out Jessica moved recently because she was being stalked. Dug up quite a lot of dirt on you too, buddy. This ain't your first rodeo. You were stalking another woman in a different district, yeah? Got arrested for it too, but they didn't have enough evidence to throw you in the slammer. I made it clear you weren't to approach her. Why did you have to get involved, And what do you care if I'm a stalker or not? You're a Spriggan, isn't that what you do? Take jobs from people like me? That's not... I apologize for lying to you, really. It just felt like it would have made things easier for the both of us if I did. To be clear, I don't plan on harming Jessica at all, not even after I find out her address. Things went poorly with the last woman, but I am Jessica's family, or rather I will be. I'm destined to become her family. Oh god, creepy. I'm eagerly looking forward to doting on my dear, dear little sister. This guy's being really creepy. I'll ask again. Will you tell me Jessica's address? You can name your price. Man. Well, on behalf of Arkwright Solutions, the answer is no. Any sweets will taste sour if I buy them with your damn money. Don't joke with me. Worthless, but fine. I thought something like this might happen. Really? Let me handle this. Let go, damn you, Brett. Hee, I finally got to do something. You can keep resisting, but I won't let go of you. She moved so fast I couldn't even see her. Great job, Fairy. Thanks, so what now? Do we beat some sense into him? I know what I said earlier, but let's not. No need to get our hands dirty here. What should we do with him here, though? We got enough evidence to throw him to the police and let him sort this one out. On the other hand, I've also got plenty of dirt on him. Could use it to scare him into never trying anything like this again. Yeah, if we hand him to the police, like, yeah, he's stalking, you know, you could get a restraining order, whatever, but he's going to be back on the streets. So I think blackmailing him is the right call. Might be best to use what I got and blackmail him myself. I'd love to trust the cops on this one, but he might also get away with just a slap on the wrist. Fat chance that'll fix anything, so I gotta take matters into my own hands. Fairy, keep him down. Him and I are gonna have a little chat. Affirmative. Again, I got solid evidence to your stalking. Ran a background check on you too. You work for a real big-name company, yeah? Tell you what, promise me you'll stay the hell away from her, and they don't gotta hear about this. You so much as even think about breaking that promise, though, and I'll break your life into pieces so tiny you'll never put it back together. I love how he talks. Understood? You think you can threaten me? Go ahead, see if any of it matters. That's a shame. I guess we should head back to the office and transfer all files regarding this case on our computer. I'll start with compiling my recording of this conversation, all of the documents we gathered. What? You didn't? Of course I did. I can't be too careless in this line of work. But if you think I'm bluffing, you're more than welcome to find that out the hard way. Atta girl. Okay. Please, I'm begging you, don't send anything to my company. I'll stay away from Jessica, I swear. I'm not sure we can trust what he says. I'll sign a contract if you need me to. You can even bring a witness. I promise I won't get close to her again. Yeah, I'd like in paper. And look, I just so happen to have a suitable contract on me already. Go me, being so well prepared. She can hear from that far away? If she can hear from that far away, then the couple sitting at the table behind us should have heard everything. So under Fairy's watchful eye, Jonas's hands were freed to allow him to sign the contract. He agreed to stop stalking people and to never attempt to contact Jessica ever again. Are you okay, Jessica? You look pale. Yes, I'm fine. Besides, I was the one who wanted to listen in on everything. Again, thank you so much, everyone. feel like I can finally go back to feeling safe in my day-to-day life again. You got that contract now, so it should be alright. I think the guy's too chicken now to try anything ever again. But we'll keep an eye on you for a bit longer, still, just to make sure you're safe. Yes, I hope this will help alleviate your concern. Goodness, that is reassuring. Alright, I'll make sure to forward your fee later. Thanks again, you all, for everything. Man, that one sure was a pain. I'm feeling all stiff. But I know a loyally might fix me right back up. I suppose we can make a quick stop after this. What a strange experience. Dumping your client that way is unthinkable for a Jaeger. But knowing he's been dealt with makes me feel so much better. I still have a lot to learn about how a Spriggan works. Ha, feel free to take notes if you gotta. I mean, it's not like it's the first time that's happened, like, not obviously with Van. But I think I remember, even with Estelle, there were some times, I think there was at least one case where we took a job from someone, but they ended up being the bad guy, so it got twisted around. I agree with the sentiment. I've learned so much myself already. Alright everyone, let's keep up and finish all the other tasks. Alright, all we got left is the, alright, Chaos is up to 1. That's the last of the 4 SPGs. I can't smell anything out of place now. This would be a great time for a break, then we can take it easy after that. Oh, we get the final one anyway. Alright, so that's what we'll do. So we'll go ahead and do this free time thing, and then next time we'll do the, whatchamacallit, the monster extermination next time. Alright, let's see. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. I kind of feel small when I'm in this part of Edith. It's so big. But why are we here? You've been living here for a while, but you still don't have everything you need to make yourself comfy here, right? I'm your boss, so I figured I should pitch in and help with that. Hey, thank you for being so kind. Agnes helped me buy some bare minimum necessities for my room, but you're right, I'm still missing a lot of stuff. I still have some mirror left from my move, so I'd like to buy some more things. Should do that then. Last thing I want is your dad yelling at me for not taking good care of you. You should be able to buy just about everything you could want in this part of the city. Let's start with the Orbital store first. Got it. I've been here before, but it's always overwhelming how many orbments they have. Right about what you expect, to be honest, since this is one of the biggest Orbital stores in the whole country. You want to look at household orbments first? You can even try haggling the price down a little on the expensive stuff so it's more reasonable. I was actually hoping to look at the night vision goggles for combat, in the dark and security cameras. We need to make upgrading our office's defense capabilities a top priority so I can keep you and Agnes safe. No, we don't. Maybe let's just start easy and look at the Ziffa maintenance kits. There's a lot of stuff you got there. I guess I was planning on making some field rations for everyone. Mine are quite popular back home, so I thought they might be useful. I mean, I'm not really planning to take on any jobs that'll have us living out in the jungle for weeks. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious about them, what ingredients to use. A little bit of everything. Assorted grains, dried fruit, chocolate, as well as a few other things you might enjoy more if you don't know what they are. That is not reassuring me in the way you think it does. I'll let you try some of the rations when they're done. You can give me your feedback then. I'm not putting anything in my mouth until I know what it is. This is the gun shop. I've heard good things about the woman that runs it. Yeah, probably gonna be your favorite spot considering your rifle blade. I wonder if the gunsmith here could take a look at it. Thanks for waiting. There's a set of rifle blade maintenance tools and 2 cases of ammo you asked for. Thank you. Yup, knew you'd go for more combat stuff today. Of course, it should always be top priority to be stocked up on combat supplies. I do have something else I want to ask about. Do you repair rifles here? Oh. Of course, why don't you let me have a look at it if you've got it with you. It's this one here. wherever she was keeping that. I had a feeling that's what this was about. It's Ada's rifle. The Eisenschild ended up entrusting it to me after what happened. But it's damaged and pretty badly. She must have pushed it too much. I'd really like to have it repaired, though. I can tell just by looking at it, its owner really knew what they were doing. It's got some heavy customization, basically squeezing it dry of all the power it had. Usability be damned. But that also means a bunch of parts here aren't available in the mass market. Yeah, Ada mentioned it was a special model she had since before joining the Eisenschild, so she had it in Zephyr. I take it that's a nice way of telling us it's too much for you to handle? Unfortunately, you're right on the money. I hate to disappoint, but I'd rather be upfront about it. Please don't apologize. I'm happy I got an expert's opinion. Thank you very much. I'm sure I'll be back again soon. Oh well. It's a shame she couldn't do anything to fix it. It's okay. I had a feeling this would happen. A Jaeger's weapon is their battle partner. It makes sense no one would know it as well as she did. But I'll keep it in mind anyway. Maybe we can find some other way to fix it. I take it you don't know of any other places you could try, like the corpse you're from? Oh, shit. Haha, yeah, I can't go and ask them now that they've disowned me. Besides, Aida was like a big sister to me. I wouldn't want to just pass that duty on to anyone, just anyone. Makes sense. Heard Fairy is not the only little sister she left behind. She had someone back in her old haunt, Zephyr, too. Well, thanks for coming with me today. I'll do my best to pull my weight around now that I'm working for you. Just don't work yourself too hard, kiddo. With their shopping and their break time over, the two of them return to work. Get some speed up with that. That's nice. Actually, you know what? We can probably get the monster extermination done. That didn't take as long as I was expecting it to. So let's go ahead and... So I guess we go here. So what's here? Oh, right. You want us to stop by the Bracer Guild. We're probably going to get another monster extermination. Oh wait, has Elaine seen that we have Fairy now? Good to see you, Zin. You heard the man. Quit glaring daggers at me. It's good to see you again. The same to you. Let me guess, you're working again today? And then there's this one. Oh right, my name is Farida Al-Fayed. I work with Agnes and Van now. I'm still learning the ropes, but I'll take any job, no matter how dangerous. Come on, you think I had a choice in this? Besides, it's plain as day she ain't your average kid. Are you a Jaeger by any chance? Yes, I'm from the Warriors of Kruga. Well, until I got kicked out, that is. I see, so you're involved in what happened in Krail. That's just the topic I was hoping to discuss. Mind filling us in on what went down? Alvis's story was full of holes. I'll tell you what I can, but nothing about my clients. Van explained the nightmare they unfolded in Krail, though he naturally left out details such as the Genesis. Genesis. That Walter's just full of surprises. Old friend of yours, right? Heard you used to run together with your Taito stuff. Your info gathering served you well. Man, it feels like forever. That's what's so cool about the series being so long running. Like, we learned about that in Sky's second chapter. About everything with Zin and Walter. That was so long ago. We trained under the same master, and it's nice that they also, for people who might start with this game, it's nice that they kind of catch you up in a simple way. We trained under the same master until Walter lost his way over 10 years ago. But that's enough about me. They give you just enough interest so that people will probably want to be like, okay, I want to learn what that's about. I'll go back to the past games. Since obviously Zin is a recurring character. Although we haven't seen him in like 7. Well, let's see. He was last in Sky 3rd, so 1, 2, 6, 7. So yeah, it's been 7+ games since we last saw him in a game. It's interesting that the Society sent an enforcer after A's people. Agreed. I could have easily seen them joining forces at some point. Though, that seems out of the question now. Far as I know, the Society's been quiet the last year or so. Guessing you guys are still chasing them? They're always a concern, but we can hardly prioritize them over Armada right now. All that aside, I'm curious how deceased Jaegers were able to get up and move around. Your bracer buddy was just seeing things, none of that happened. Don't try that with me. There were sightings of monsters behaving strangely too. And Alvis isn't our only witness. A police officer on the scene also saw the Eisenschild leaders' I'm sorry, that was very insensitive of me. Well, I'm sure you've got your reasons for keeping quiet. We're up to our ears in work as it is, so it's not like we can help out with whatever you're dealing with. Maybe it's about time to call in some backup. Oh? Bracers from the other Calvardian branches, I presume? Actually, no. We're short-staffed nationwide. That branches are already sharing personnel to get by. We've been toying with bringing in someone from another country to help ease the load. Unfortunately, whether they can come or not is still up in the air. So for the time being, I'll just have to dump as much work on you as you can take. Bucko, we got plenty to deal with already, you know. Don't worry, I'm with you guys now, remember? Farida, please take care of yourself. And Van, from now on, I'll be sending your tasks straight to your Ziffa via orb mail. If an emergency happens, I may need to call. Don't ignore me if I do, alright? Sure thing. Everyone's still wondering about their history, which is funny. They're obviously not just childhood friends with how they act with one another. Alright, so let's go. Actually, no, we will stop here. I didn't think that was going to take so long. So, next time we're going to head to the Satan district, which I believe, yeah, we can just head there. And we're going to handle the monster extermination there, and that'll put an end to the first day. Oh, here's Alvis, by the way. Let's talk to him real quick. Got another work trip coming up. I couldn't say no, but I really don't have the time to relax lately. Hold up, I know you guys. You're the bracer we met in Krail Village. Alvis, yeah? Looks like the guild's real busy right now. Yeah, we are, and it's no thanks to you in that interview. Oh, you must be the shady guy Alvis keeps going on about. Regina? Calm down, Alvis. You always get worked up so easily. I did get a brief rundown on the incident. You guys sure know how to keep a cool head under pressure. If you're down for it, I'm sure we can make some space for you on the team. Zin would definitely be thrilled. I won't. If you're going to continue to work with the guild, I won't tolerate any more monkey business. Got it? He's still pretty mad about things. Sure is, though he's no pushover. I swear. Anyway, I hope we'll get to keep working together, Arkride. Well, at least Regina seems very nice. Alright, so yeah. So next time, we'll go ahead and head to the Satan District and handle our last job for the day before continuing on. So, that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.